Macs. Everybody wanted one at some point of their life. But with the recent price hikes, it's not possible. So that's why I'm gonna introduce you to something. It's called Hackintosh. It's basically bypassing Apple's restrictions in installing Mac OS on not Apple hardware. What made Hackintosh possible is that Apple transitioned from the ancient PowerPC to Intel, which, normal PCs use that to this day. Now, Macs transitioned recently to Apple Silicon, but that small Intel transition made Hackintosh possible because, it's hard to emulate ARM on x86. So basically, Apple using Intel in their own Macs just made Macs and normal PCs like neighbors. But Apple really didn't want Macs close to PCs, So what stopped you from installing Mac OS? Restrictions, Apple doesn't require the drivers when you're booted into the operating system like Windows. It requires them when the OS is starting. So one wrong line in your Hackintosh code and it wouldn't boot. That's the worst part of the beginning of Hackintoshing. Now that's when tools like OpenCore Simplify came in, simplified the process as the name implies, and normal people can use it today. But no, it's risky as hell to install Mac OS on a Hackintosh and log into your Apple ID. You know why? Because you don't have a valid serial number, you have to edit that with a text or a plist, and it really just doesn't work. Apple expects very specific hardware on Mac OS because, they make the Macs, they make like 2 or 3 a year, so they do not need an AMD CPU on their support list. Now, I will show you how to Hackintosh. Windows is such a great operating system. It crashes every time I try to split the SSD in my PC, so I cannot install it on my normal PC. And I'm not buying a new SSD in these days with the price hikes because of Sam Altman. So that's why I'm gonna show you how to do it in a virtual machine. So yeah, let's get into it. So basically to install macOS, I need to do this, and this. And as you can see, I have a macOS X line VM right here. Now as far as the ISO goes, I cannot tell you where to download it, but it's on archive.org. And if you want to download faster, get free download manager. Now, and I need for it to download, so time lapse. Now, so that the download is completed, let's go to my downloads folder and let's extract it. Now that the ISO is downloaded, let's delete the subbar file so it doesn't take up any space. Now in the VM, let's add the ISO to the CD/DVD and let's start the VM. Okay, the machine just f***ed itself, hold up.
I seen your text about the new computer you wanted, and I'ma give it to you.
Yes.
Under one condition.
No, what is that?
You better let me feel them body parts if you want.
Now the machine should work. Okay, I just searched it up. We cannot use VMware. Oh my god, okay, Parath. Do I have virtual box? No, I don't, okay. So let's install VirtualBox. Now let me just find out what to do, but I just probably have to click like new. Mac OS X. OS X Lion, yes sir. What I want to name it, Apple. Okay, how much RAM? Let's 4 gigabytes. Create the virtual disk right now. Yes, sir. Sure, virtual box disk image. Oh, I have to fail to open the session for the virtual machine. Why? What do you mean it failed? Error success? Let me just use ChatGPT, bro, like at this point. What do you mean? It's a command for ChatGPT, bro. Okay, bro. Please, oh God, bro, please, 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 please. Oh, let me just set it to. Look, we just booted into Mac OS, as you can see. We have some interesting apps I downloaded. Let's open the App Store. What? Why did Apple put here nothing here yet? Visual code? Okay, let me just go to my apps. Okay, so I tried to install Mac OS in VM. It didn't work. I tried everything. I'm recording for an hour and a half. I think it's possible, but you know, I don't know how. You may figure it out, so let me know in the comments if you figure it out. That's all for this video. Bye. Baby, I'm certain.